Hello and welcome to the UK International Cup 2023 podcast series. I'm your host, Holden Daly, and we're here with Hammarby Youth all the way from Sweden with their coach Nicholas and also their star player Felix. Guys, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
And
Thank
then
you.
also with that being said, can you just introduce the audience who you are and just a little bit more about the team?
Should you start, Felix?
My name is Felix. I'm 11 years old and I live in Stockholm and I live with my father, mother, and brother.
Awesome. Great to hear that insights there. So kind of just kicking it off, Coach Nicholas, uh, just we understand that this team is not officially affiliated to Hammarby IF of the Swedish First Division, but can you talk us through the connection to the club and the key roles the players and volunteers play to providing football opportunities for your players?
Yeah, so exactly. We in Sweden we are in a way connected to Hammarby, so we use their logo and we use their overall umbrella association basically. But this team and many of the guys playing soccer, they actually are not connected to the elite part of it, the academies and that kind of that team. So we are more of a grassroots soccer team, driven by parents, and yeah, everything is done within the team, and making sure that every player that is in our team have their own development and really enjoying playing soccer. So it's more everybody can be a part of it, and no. We do not do like academies that we kick off players that doesn't perform and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely nice to see you guys doing a grassroots level, having the parents involved. I bet that there's definitely a lot of family bonding there.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then, Felix, just a question for you here, for yourself and the rest of the players. What are you looking forward to most in this year's UK International Cup?
We're looking forward to play versus hard teams and are able to play our football and
Great,
have
great.
fun.
And have fun and hopefully win, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's what it's all about, winning, but also, making sure that you're having fun too. So I like it there. With that being said, for you, Nicholas, what about you? Is this going to be your first experience being playing as an away tournament with your team?
Actually, I think this is our third time going abroad with this. We are about 15 players in the team. Um, yeah, we have been fortunate enough to raise enough money to give the kids a really good experience of leaving Stockholm and leaving all the teams here in Stockholm and actually try to see how soccer played in other countries. So we have been to Poland, we have been to Lithuania, and now we're joining this tournament in UK.
And we've been in Finland.
In Finland as well.
Wow. So you guys definitely have the international experience going to here to this
Yeah,
International Cup.
there's a lot of passionate parents and kids that really wants to see how soccer is played somewhere else. And, yeah. So really looking forward for that.
Great. Awesome. And with that also being said, Coach Nicholas, what do you look for from a tournament like this in terms of developing your players? Is it the technique and the ability and technical awareness rather than the result?
Yeah, I mean, for us, since we do not, I, I mean, for us, it's important for each and every player getting a life experience out of soccer and really see the fun of it. And for us, meeting the same teams around Stockholm, it's a really good development for them to meet other teams with other techniques and other systems how they play soccer. It's also in Sweden we don't really count points, and we do not count results and that kind. I mean, the kids do, of course, but from the association level, we don't have any cups in that way. So for us, this is a good way to give them an experience of really joining a tournament when even game could be very important, and yeah, meet a lot of other kids from other countries basically.
So definitely more about just getting that passion for the sport rather than just, counting the W's and L's here.
Yeah, and stay away from the parents for a weekend, and the experience of having coaches that have different rules than that they have in their homes. Yeah, have something to look back for, that during the years that they play soccer, they actually went abroad a little bit and saw soccer in other countries. Very
Yeah, and
important.
you kind of answered actually my next question there a little bit. I was just going to ask, how is this, just this opportunity going into this tournament going to benefit your team in the future?
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, we don't know which kind of players is gonna involve and keep on playing soccer, but giving them a lifetime experience to really do something exciting, and see how soccer is played in other countries, and yeah, the excitement of that, being nervous for a game, referees that doesn't speak Swedish, and all of that. So the whole experience of going away and leaving home for a weekend, it's very important for us.
Definitely an optimistic way to put it there. And with that being said as well, just going back to you, Felix, what are your expectations going to this tournament?
Uh, Many of us have watched also
Yeah.
much Premier League football, and we are very young and expect to meeting good teams and player with great technique.
Yeah. We watch Premier League soccer in, or UK soccer in a lot of in Sweden. So I think that meeting other UK teams, right?
Awesome. And that definitely probably has to be a dream come true that you're going to be playing on the same soil as some of these Premier League kids. So definitely seems like a great opportunity for you guys there.
Yeah. We heard that the team was the base for the national team as well, right? The training facility for the national team, wasn't it?
That's correct. Yeah. So you'll be that close.
So you're gonna play on the same field as Keane or something else.
Yeah, I believe that's right. Yeah. So, yeah, awesome. And just kind of going into more of our other questions here, Nicholas, for you, just how important is it for this opportunity to develop your players playing in a tournament away from home?
Yeah, I mean, uh, we try to play our soccer, so we our philosophy is really to build the strengths of each and every player, and by developing the individual player, they will benefit for the whole team. So for us, for each and every player that we bring to this tournament, it's going to be a development for them to really being really nervous. Yeah, meeting players that doesn't really use the same technique as we do here, that's a huge development for them. But also, as I said, some of them has been away without the parents for the second or first time or the third time, so that's also a development and important.
Definitely seems like a lot of good life challenges that this opportunity will come that I think your players will benefit. And kind of just talking about other challenges and how are things are going. Just how is training going so far? Just preparing for the UK International Cup.
Yeah, since we live up north, today it's sunny in Stockholm, but we have had a lot of snow this year. Little bit challenging to practice outdoor. So we have played a lot of techniques indoor during the winter. Um, this year is since we believe that British soccer is quite physical sometimes, a lot of cardio training. So we have done a lot of exercise indoors, right? Physics training and cardio training.
Wow.
So I think that is our preparation for this year.
Certainly seems like you guys are very prepared going into this cup. Not only do you have the international experience, but you guys seem like you're keeping up with your calisthenics and physicality.
Yeah, but they're still kids. But we have had a lot of fun making some cardio trainings with the guys, and they appreciate it. So yeah.
Awesome. Sounds like a really great opportunity. And with that being said, what do you guys think your team will bring to this tournament? What do you believe your guys' key strengths are as well?
I think that experience will make us may grow as a player and make a better team spirit.
Yeah, and if you look what we can bring to the tournament, I think we have a quite a good chemistry within the team. So we have had a lot of players has played in this team since they started playing soccer.
Oh wow.
We have we like to have the ball, so we would like to play what we call fun football. Uh, so we will bring that, and yeah, hopefully we can get everything together, and then really challenging a lot of the UK teams and other international teams that are joining.
I think you certainly will, because I think the one key thing that you guys have is just that team chemistry. Have you been playing since you were, real little? So I think that's definitely going to carry some weight going into the big cup. But yeah, with that being said, too, just a question, kind of more for you, Nicholas. How beneficial can this experience be away from home for these team members and for the players, both on and off the pitch?
Yeah, we were touching a little bit about that before, but I think um, being part of a soccer team, you sort of needs to adapt to the rules that are in the soccer team. So um, not being part of the family rules, do you have to be in the team rules? I think that's an experience for a lot of the kids. Um, and once again, I think it's a way to see the way we play soccer. How much is that different from how these kind of teams in UK play? Um, and the different levels between UK and Sweden. Yeah, and then it's a international experience. I mean, you going to another country, you sleeping with your buddies, no one to watch over you 24/7 as you are when you're home. Yeah, and then hopefully
Certainly.
you're getting a lot of good memories and keep that for the rest of your life.
Certainly, and I think that's definitely one of the bigger points here. Is I think this is an experience that definitely lasts a lifetime here. And kind of just wrapping a couple of things up here for both of you. How do you think this experience is going to grow you each as a person?
Yeah, that was a little bit
Mm,
what you said before, Felix. What was that? You
I'm gonna grow as a player and
yeah,
know how.
other players play and
Mm,
have a lot of fun, right? Yeah.
Definitely that team spirit, having fun. I like it there. And kind of lastly, guys, just to wrap things up here, do you have any final thoughts going into the UK International Cup this year?
No, no really final thoughts. We are really looking forward for some. We hope there are some really good soccer fields and meeting a lot of kids from other clubs. Basically, I think that would be the final notes. Good referees, staying positive, doing a doing a good tournament. That would be fun for us.
Nice. Well, you definitely guys seem like you have your team going in the right direction here, coming to the home of football all the way in England. So, both of you, Nicholas and Felix, I really appreciate your time just joining us here on the UK International Podcast Series, sponsored by TwedX, and we're just looking forward to having your team just support or show their support for Sweden, represent Sweden in a way on the big stage.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks to be
Thank
a
you.
part of it, and looking forward to meet you all.
Awesome. Looking forward to meeting you as well. Thank you, guys.